Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video. Hopefully, I have an order. I'm sorry for rushing. I'll explain here, but have an order to go short STNE 500 shares at a price of 50.50. I want more than 500, but this will at least get my feet wet in the position. Out of nowhere, the volume just exploded. So you look down here, hence kind of the impromptu video, and I'll explain ideally the learning lesson that I'm going to try to get across here. But let me just stay focused on this trade, and then there we go. Okay, hesitated, so I want to be at 50.85 now. So let's see if this thing can get up over 50.50 and then ideally fill me at 50.85. But as we wait, now that I got a better grasp on the situation, as of now, let's see, it is noon. So usually I'm way done trading by now, but like I said, volume came surging in, price went kaboom. But I am down right now, currently $894. So with commissions, I don't know, $925-ish, give or take a little bit. So at this point, I do not expect to make $900 moving forward. And as traders, this is sometimes what you need to do, is you just need to accept the fact that, you know what, I'm probably not going to get out of the hole today, but if I can just chip away at it, if I can just, claw back a few gains, then, that can really change things up going into the next day. And that's the mindset I'm in right now. And I've done that a little bit here. Took a Boeing trade right here that worked out quite nicely. Up there was the one that I took. Made, right around, I think, $125-ish dollars. But that's currently the learning lesson here that I'm hoping to convey, and hopefully to convey that with an actual trade. But right now, I'm not looking for this trade to bail me out. I'm not looking for this trade to all of a sudden take me all the way back to green. I'm just looking for a good, solid trade. And as traders, that's what you need to be. When you get yourself in a hole, assuming it's a manageable hole, well, in any hole, no matter what. But in this hole, totally manageable. I'm just not in it right now to try to, like I said, win everything back. Just trying to get a little piece and just, chip away at the hole a little bit more. At one point, I was down over 1,000, but like I said, now I'm down right around the 900-ish mark with commissions. Like I said, I don't know what that exactly comes out to. But that's the context right now, is trying to get short on this, but all of a sudden the volume has really just dried up, so maybe that opportunity has come and gone. We'll see. But maybe getting ready to make another push to the upside. And just looking to take a little piece of this move here, but we'll see what happens. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, 111.50 I'm watching here on QCOM in. Let's see if we can get some more push to the upside here. Would like to see this thing get up to 112. I'm in at 111.50. I don't know, maybe I got too greedy with it. Looked like it really wanted to make the breakout. I don't want to give up on it yet. Let's see if it can make that push or not. Had news out on it, hence the massive explosion here in volume. Well, now it's pulling back. I still like this quite a bit, though. If it shows like that it wants to get back above 111, I'm going to add to the position. But I need to see some strength first. Strength being that it wants to get back above 111. It had the move. I was sitting very pretty on it. Granted, this is all hindsight trading now. Like I said, let's see if this thing looks like it wants to get back above 111. Maybe get a nice bull pull pattern here. 110.70s right now. Definitely the problem point here. If you can get through the 110.70s, I like the chances of it getting back up to a 111. Let's see what it wants to do though. So you can see here on the 110.60s even now is definitely the problem area. Okay, trying to get through the 170s. But again, there we go. In. Now I have 1,000 shares, 11. Let's see if we can get back up through the 111.50 mark. Come on, push up there. Well, might have just gotten faked out there. We'll see if it can make another attempted movement back up there, though. It's trying. See if it can work its way back up to that area. $111.20 seems to be the problem point. There's the break. Yeah, the 111.20 is so stubborn. Wow. Took some off. Let's see if we can get the push up to 112. So all out there, $395. I think I got shook out though. Not I think I probably did get shook out there. What I'm very curious about now is potentially going short at 111. Because if this is a fake breakout, that could be an interesting area. So watching 111 now to flip things around with a potential short-sided trade. Because maybe, just maybe, this is some sort of fake breakout. But need a little bit more confirmation that this is a fake breakout. And that confirmation that I'd be using is 111. So it's getting close. Let's see. In at 111.07. Let's see if we can get down below 111 now. There we go. Looking for a bigger push to the downside here. And let's see a break down through 111. Love that candle that just formed. So let's see if the bears can push down here on it. Making another move towards 111. There's the break. So all out there for another quick scalp on it. What was that? I made 29 cents on that one. Well, just like that, I am actually just down 356. So with commissions, let's call it $400. So not bad at all for... And whatever happened to the other one I was watching, I can't remember. STNE, that's the one I was watching. How'd that one turn out? Well, that one might still have... volume is so choppy, but QCOM here... So it is 12:30 p.m. and I bring that up just because usually, oh man, that's a great level, 110.50. But this is still such a strong upwards movement. I'm not going to risk it. That could very well work, but I feel like if this was a downtrend, that's a much better spot. But 110.50 even looks like such an interesting area. But at this point, maybe this is just a consolidation before it works its way upwards. I mean, granted, it's already gone from 107 all the way up to here. But the moral of the story here is, notice I was not looking to, hold and come on, go in my favor. Nothing like that at all. I was taking what the market was giving me. And now all of a sudden I'm sitting where, like I said, as far as my P&L, it shows minus 356, but you factor in commissions, and like I said, probably up right around $400. So $400 being down when, I started off at one point, not started off, but at the peak, the most I was down was 1,044. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy. And I still keep thinking, do I want 110.50? No. I'll paper trade it, but I just that just doesn't seem like it. I don't feel comfortable enough with that. I feel like it could come down there and then just go back to the upside, and the risk is just a little bit too much to be getting in right now at 110.50. But so there we are, and I want to say that I'm done, but maybe there's another trade that this one presents. I mean, I got to keep a very close eye on the volume down here, because if volume is dropping off, which it is right now, maybe that's kind of the end of the story, but it is dropping off during a consolidation area. So maybe this is just a consolidation move here. But so right there made over $500 in just a few minutes by some, let's see, what is the deal with QCOM? Let's see. QCOM shares spiked to such an high following report, has won appeal in its FTC. Okay, well, whatever, who cares? All I cared about is volume showed up. Well, here's 110.50. We can keep an eye on that paper trade right there. But yeah. Well, there's the break. That doesn't necessarily mean... So like I said, it was an interesting area, but it just wasn't quite what I wanted to see from a trend perspective. And right now, yeah, looking like it might have worked. I really wouldn't consider it having worked until it at least gets down to 110, because that would be a 50-cent move in favor, which would give, plenty of wiggle room. But right there, so I mean, yeah, as of right now, I mean, I suppose nobody wants to put a losing video out on YouTube, but at the end of the day, this is all about just showing what trading's actually like, showing some, sharing some tips and tricks. And as I wrap things up here, the big idea here is, I mean, I mapped it out, so I'm not going to, beat the dead horse too much, but just sometimes you're going to be down a certain amount, and then you look at the time of day and you're thinking, at this point, probably not going to be the best way to actually dig myself out. Might not be enough opportunities. But if I can just chip away at a few things, if I can just find some things and make some trades and make the hole more manageable, then, that puts, myself in a much different situation. And as a reference point, like I said, down about $400. If this is the first live trade video you've ever watched of mine, then just go through the playlist and you'll see, you'll see several that are, $500 in 13 minutes. $1,000 in 5 minutes, $1,500 in a few minutes. And now, of course, there's other losing trades. But my point here is that $400 is definitely a more than manageable hole to climb out of. So I'm very happy with that. And, as we're coming up on about 15 minutes on the video here, and that's a learning lesson. I just want to, because I see it all the time. I've been coaching, guiding, teaching, whatever word you want to use, trader since 2013. STNE still going. And these are live, I should say. So I have no idea what's going to be happening. So like this one, all of a sudden, now this has got me. What's up with WKEY? No way. Nope. That looks like a chop fest. But STNE. Might be interested over 53. But still not necessarily the biggest of volume. So that's my problem. I keep trying to wrap these things up, and then something else pops up. So watch, was QCOM going to show up again as another? Yeah, see right there, it did break 110.50, went down 25 cents, but it's now starting to bounce back upwards. Not that trade still wouldn't work out because, I mean, it's just a small little bounce here. So if it were to come back down, yeah, even now, I think 110.50 looks interesting, especially if this comes back down through it. That'd be a failed bounce, but I'm not going to take it. Like I said, don't want to be greedy. My hold now is at $400 compared to, previously in the day, $1,040. So again, that's what it's all about, right? Recognize I'm in a hole. Recognize, but you know what? Given the current environment, probably not going to be enough to actually dig myself all the way out of the hole, because I see it all the time. Like I was saying, people get in a hole, and I've done this many times before too. So I don't say this in a judgmental way. They get in a hole, and they're like, okay, now I got to get out. And okay, let's go. And then they start getting into good trades, but then they're just holding for too long. And when they actually had profits and very worthwhile profits that could have helped reduce the hole quite a bit, because the hole isn't totally wiped away, they hold, and then all of a sudden it goes against them, and they're looking at an even bigger hole. So sometimes you just got to flip that switch and just realize I'm not trying to get out of the hole. Now, I'll be honest. Did I think I was going to make $500 once I got this video rolling? Absolutely not. I was thinking, I think I could maybe make a couple $100 here, just reduce that hole a little bit, and then just show that, hey, you know what, every little chunk helps. So yeah, $500 was a very, very pleasant surprise. But the lesson still stands. And again, I'm watching my scanners as I try to talk, but I'm going to wrap things up here. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I apologize I didn't get all the trades on, but like I said, it kind of just dawned on me as soon as all of a sudden QCOM and then STNE came to life at noon all of a sudden. Hey, you know what? Maybe I can dig out myself out of the hole a little bit, but also make a learning lesson from it. So hopefully you learned something from it. If you do enjoy these live trade videos, a couple of things. First off, hit that like button. That's a very time efficient way to just let me know, hey Clay, I enjoy these videos. So please keep making them. Also, comments, questions, suggestions, leave those down below. I do read and will reply to them. And then finally, hit the, check out the channel as a whole. And if there's lots of other videos other than these live trade videos, there's other educational ones. And hopefully you decide to ultimately hit that subscribe button. Would love to have you as a subscriber. But remember, get out there. You don't always have to dig yourself totally out of the hole. Sometimes it's just about loss control, mitigation control, and just, keeping yourself, positioned in a spot where the next day you can, potentially put yourself well back into the green. And at this point, only being down $400, I feel very confident about my ability to be able to, continue to just growing green over the bigger picture of things. So thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.